It's been 2 days and I'm already down 2 nails, so that's fun. I think this quarantine is starting to get to me. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for today's video. I just finished editing my last video and I was just like, I want to record something. I just had this like weird mood where I wanted to record something but had no like idea of what to do. I mean, I have my notebook where I write down all of my ideas and whatnot, but like just because I write down the ideas doesn't mean I want to do them right then and there. Maybe I'll just talk about my day. Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about my day while I put on my makeup. Oh jeez, going a little stir crazy. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer to prime my skin. My skin has already been moisturized, so I'm just gonna go straight into the look. I'm gonna start with my base first. I haven't done that in quite some time. I don't know why, I just feel like doing it today, so I'll probably do a simple eye look. Oh yeah, and I didn't explain. I lost 2 of my nails because the kind of press-ons that I like and the kind that I use are the Kiss. They're not Kiss? Impress? Oh yeah, it is Kiss. Okay. I knew it was Kiss. You can kind of see it. I always buy these kind because they don't have glue. I don't have to put them on with glue. Oh yeah, it says it right there. So this is the little nail, and then it has that little tape thing, that little flappy thing right there. You take it off, and then in there is tape or an adhesive. What is it technically called? I keep calling it tape. It's called a patented super hold adhesive. So yeah, this is what I like to use in lieu of actual like nail glue, because I really don't like nail glue on my nails because my nails are pretty healthy and I want to keep them that way. So it's great because I can easily switch it up if I get tired of these, just peel them off and go on about my day. But the one downside is that they come off a lot easier than if I were to use glue or whatever, or get them done at a nail shop, but I'm personally fine with that. Alright, so today I'm going to go in with my Conceal and Hydrate Revolution foundation, because that's what I feel like doing today. I suppose I should warn that I'm about to complain, so if that's going to like hurt your feelings, then you might want to click off. Today has been very stressful and very annoying. I kind of had to go off on a coworker because he kept interrupting me as I was talking. So we've been doing the teleconferencing and whatnot, and we had a meeting today, and this one guy I work with, he always is interrupting people. It's not just me, he interrupts everybody as they're talking because his thoughts are so much more important. What he has to say is so much more valuable than everybody else. But like, he's one of those guys, like you can't get a word in with him. Like even like casual conversation, he will overtalk you and interrupt you, and it's just like, so you didn't hear me talking, you know? So it's like, yeah, you're annoying, but like I don't have to work super close with you, so it's whatever. And when I first got there, they warned me about him too. They were like, yeah, he's gonna overtalk you, he's gonna like be really rude, and like he just doesn't understand that like that's not okay. And I was like, well, has anybody talked to him? Well, no. And I was like, well, in the spirit of my own business, I'm not finna tell him either. Because in my last job, I was always that person they would use to like break bad news or tell people things, because they knew like I cared, but like when it comes to work, I'm all about getting the job done, getting the mission done. So like if I gotta tell you about yourself, I'll tell you about yourself. And I was like, this is a new job, I'm not finna do that here. So like I was just like, whatever, I'll grin and bear it whenever I have to, but you know, go on about my business when I don't. I don't want to bring it down to my neck because I don't want to like mess up my hoodie, so I'm not going anywhere. This is really just like for fun makeup. So we've been doing conference calls and having our meetings and whatnot, and he still just finds a way to interrupt your conversations. And this has been going on since the quarantine, really. Mid-March is when we started working from home. So like this has been going on for a while, and my tolerance is just like running low. My patience is wearing thin, and I'm just kind of like on edge. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So today we were having our weekly meeting. He was just being super obnoxious today. I don't know what got into him. I don't know if he just had a bad day at home. I have no idea. But he was just being extra annoying today. oh, it's just like, it's getting to the point where just his voice is enough to piss me off. So I'm just like, oh my god, bro, please shut the hell up. Because he keeps like derailing the meeting to go on tangents about things that don't matter, and I'm just like I'm getting so mad. And then like the way we do our meetings is we kind of like, everybody's free to talk, but at the end we go around and ask each and every person like, hey, do you have anything to add and whatnot before, you know, we go. I'm not exaggerating when I say every single person that went, this guy kept interrupting them to give his own thoughts and his own opinions, and it was like, you had your turn to speak. Let everybody else say what they need to say. Shut the hell up. And he just like, I was like, he was working my nerves, and I knew I was very close to like snapping. All right, while I'm here, I'm gonna go and prime my eyelids real quick. But then anyways, it got to my turn, and I'm already on edge. He's been getting on my nerves the whole freaking meeting, which is like an hour long. I was just like, I dare you to say something. When I'm saying my remarks, I'm gonna lose it. I dare you to say something. What do you think happened? Okay, you already know what happened. I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder to set everywhere this concealer went. So I'm talking, telling, you know, what's going on in my section and the hits and misses that have been happening, and he decided to chime in, and I let him go for a second. I was like, I'm gonna let him say his piece. We're almost done. I'm not finna prolong this any longer. I got Netflix to get back to. But he just kept going and going and going, and I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. I tried to gather myself one more time. I was like, Tiffany, calm down, the conversation's almost done, you're gonna be okay. Then he just kept talking and talking and talking. I let him have it in the calmest way possible. I simply asked a question, very calm, in the same tone I'm using right now. It wasn't really a question, it was more of me, I'm gonna admit, being passive aggressive. I said, I guess what you had to say was more important than what I had to say about my section and what's going on over here, huh? Everybody stopped and looked, and I stopped and looked, and we're all just looking at each other, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go in bronze with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. We're all just looking at each other. Good old-fashioned staring contest. And I was just like, well, assuming that you keep interrupting everybody, I'm assuming you didn't have enough time to say everything you needed to say when it was your turn. Do we need to give you more time? Or like, what's going on? And like, someone had to say something sooner or later. Like, I don't think people were scared of him or anything. I think people can sometimes be overly polite, and they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. And yeah, I could have come about it a lot nicer, but like, he just caught me on the wrong day. That would have been fine if he was actually adding anything of value or saying something new. Anytime anybody said anything, he would just say the same thing and rephrase it. And it was just like, I'm sure everybody understood me clearly the first time. I don't understand why I need a parrot. I can't deal with that type of personality. I really can't. Alright, I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop Super Shock Blush, and she's in bold. So anyways, he was like, oh, I'm just trying to add on my thoughts and whatnot. And I was like, that's great, but you had your time. This is my time, and I want to be able to get out my thoughts without being interrupted. Thank you. By that time, I kind of already like had calmed down, and I did kind of feel bad. You know, I don't like snapping at people, you know, but what's done is done. Genie's already out the bottle. There was like a slight pause, and we're just staring at each other. And then he was like, yeah, go ahead. I apologize. And I was like, oh, thank you. So anyways, that's what I was saying, and then I finished, you know, saying my remarks and my comments. And he didn't interrupt me, not one time. And he didn't interrupt anybody else after me. There were like 3 other people that had to go after me, so. Alright, for my eyes, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral Palette. I'm going to do a simple eye look, probably just using this shade and maybe this brown shade. We'll see what happens. So anyways, the call ended, and I'm not going to lie, I did feel really bad because, like, I shouldn't have snapped like that. I always feel bad whenever I snap or like lose control of my temper, lose control of myself. Like, I don't like doing that. I hate like losing control of my emotions and whatnot. So I felt really bad. I felt awful actually. So I actually like reached out to him, and we had a conversation like adults, and I was like, hey, I apologize for like putting you on the spot, but you know, you have a habit of, you know, interrupting people as they're talking. And he was like, what? It seemed like I caught him all the way off guard, so I'm like, damn, nobody's probably like told him like to stop doing that, so he doesn't like understand. But I apologized, and I was like, I'm sorry for doing that. We had a nice little heart to heart, and he was like, do I really do that? I interrupt people as they're talking? And I was like, yeah, bro, you do. It's really annoying. He's like, oh, I didn't realize it. I mean, no one's ever said anything. And I was like, yeah, I kind of low-key figured. Like I said in the beginning of the video, sometimes people can be a little too polite. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, or they don't want a confrontation. The way I went about it was definitely wrong. He was understanding. I still do kind of feel bad because I put him on the spot, but he accepted my apology and like, we're cool now. And he said he'll work on it. And then like, this is the part that made me laugh though, and this is like how he kind of broke the tension. He was like, my wife has been listening in on the conference calls we've been having, and she said that I'm a little bit pushing and annoying, and that I am that guy. And I was just like, your wife sounds like a pretty astute lady. She said something like, he's that really nice guy in every office that's just really annoying, so nobody wants to like say anything. And then of course I was instantly mortified, like, so did she hear the last one? Did she hear me be really rude? And he was like, yeah, but she said I deserved it. But we're cool now, and I'm glad he accepted my apology, because that would have bothered me the whole night. And then tomorrow I think I'll start off the meeting by apologizing again, because like, that's just not okay of me to do. I think this is all I'm going to do as far as eyeshadow. I didn't want to do anything too crazy for once. I'm actually like not really in the mood. I'm going to go in with my black liner today, because I haven't used this in a hot minute. I want to see if I can do a really dramatic wing. Oh my goodness. Someone asked me the other day, why don't I do tutorials? And I was like, would you take makeup advice from me? Have you seen my makeup looks? Like, I'm not awful, but I'm definitely not like someone you should be taking advice from. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh. I was trying to do like a little cat eye, but that's not gonna happen. Let's see if I can fix this. This is why I can't be trusted with black eyeliner. This is why I don't do tutorials. Let me look at it head on. It's not too bad head on, but it's obviously not even. This could probably be saved lashes, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna curl these babies and call it a night. Ay, ay, ay. They're so uneven, I can't. Oh yeah, if you care, the liner that I used is the ColourPop BFF liquid liner in the shade Numero Uno. And the mascara that I'm using is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. Warmed up, this is pretty amazing, but I didn't warm it up, so it's not as good. But this makeup is about stress relief and just having fun. You can't even tell I put mascara on, because the eyeliner is so thick. Alright, for the lips, since my eyes are so bare, I can go a little loud with the lips. So I'm gonna line my lips with this Maybelline Color Sensational lip crayon in the shade Rich Chocolate. I've been cleaning and organizing, and I've been finding so much old makeup and gifted makeup that I never used. We're gonna put it to use today. This is such a pretty shade. Ooh, let's try this super bright lip tint in the shade Chimichanga. I can live with that. It's definitely a look. I'm gonna throw on some highlight. Well, I'm using my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. There we go. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like in a mood where like normally I care about my makeup and I'm like super excited, but today I'm just like, I'm chilling. The more I look at it, the liner's not that bad. It's actually pretty decent. I think I'm done with this video. I'm actually really tired. I don't know why, but that took up all of my energy. Let me do the setting spray at least. Yeah. I figured out what it is. I'm hangry. Oh my gosh. I did it again. I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat. I'm hangry. That's what it is. So ever since I almost fainted a few weeks back, I have an alarm on my phone that reminds me to eat. And today I decided to take a nap instead. It's been like 4 hours. Anyways, it is time for me to go. I am hangry, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Oh my god, I knew something was off too. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. And I was like, maybe it's filming. I kind of want to film. It was eating. I forgot to eat. I'm a mess. Alright, for real this time, it is time for me to go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for rocking with me. Don't forget before you leave, go down below and do all that good stuff that people always ask you to do. I would appreciate it. I'm gonna go eat some food. Bye!